Interactions and conflicts between humans and coyotes are steadily growing more common. Some reasons for this include
the population of coyotes are increasing in Maine. There are currently about 30 to 35,000 coyotes in Maine. I get about 50 nuisance calls every year. Coyotes make people nervous.
Yeah, I called you last week. I had a close run-in with a coyote while I was walking my dog. It was right in my neighborhood. Isn't that crazy?
That particular coyote may have been very associated with humans. They usually don't act like that. This proves that coyotes are becoming more common in urban areas.
Humans are moving in coyotes' territories. New houses and buildings are made every day, and we are taking down forests where they live.
Coyotes are becoming unafraid of humans. When we witness coyotes, we usually run inside and slam the door. We almost never act aggressively toward them. This teaches coyotes over time that we should not be feared.
Because coyotes are living around humans more, they have gotten used to our way of life. That can cause lots of problems.
Coyotes' prey are attracted to garbage. When garbage is not carefully disposed of, it attracts skunks and other small rodents. These in turn attract coyotes, which commonly feed on them.
What can I do to protect my property and pets from coyotes?
What if there's an app?
An app? Do you mean on my smartphone?
Oh yeah, where else is an app on?
our idea is an easy-to-use, innovative coyote deterrent app.
A deterrent app? How does it work? It won't harm them, will it?
Well, our app will have a 120 decibel whistle.
It could have a bright flashing strobe light.
Don't forget what the parrot sounds we can make.
Our app will be harmless to the coyotes and free on the App Store.
Why don't we just shoot them all? They don't do anything for us anyway, except for their beautiful and expensive fur coats.
Actually, coyotes do help us humans out. They get rid of pests that normally cause damage, like mice and this guy. And they keep down deer and small mammal populations, which keeps vegetation growth down.
I guess that makes sense. I guess I don't need to bring a stick with the bell when I'm hiking to keep coyotes and bears away. I should probably get an iPhone once you guys make the app. I've always wanted one anyway.
Our idea is easier and cheaper to use than some of the current methods like killing, poisoning, and relocating coyotes. This is better for both humans and coyotes.
Alright, so this is our project poster, and we recognize that the problem is people do not have enough knowledge about coyotes, and they associate them with wolves, because wolves are just like them, and that leads humans to be scared of them, and that leads hunters to killing coyotes.
Coyotes actually benefit humans a lot. They are a staple part of the food chain and are a keystone species, so if they died out, the food chain would collapse. They help control rodent and deer populations, and if they weren't here, mice and rats would have an extreme population growth and would invade our homes and also eat our crops.
On the other hand, coyotes can also be a menace. Coyotes pose a threat to people's pets, like dogs and cats, and livestock like chickens, pigs, and sheep, because they're an easier prey than wildlife. Some people think they carry rabies. That's why some people are afraid of them.
When a person sees a coyote in an urban area, they usually run inside and shut the door and are scared of them. And so that teaches the coyotes that humans are something not to be afraid of, and this just makes the coyotes come into urban areas more often.
According to Scott Lindsay, 2,000 coyotes are killed annually. Hunters do this with traps, bait, and firearms. The state even sponsored a killing with bounties and rewards for coyotes. Game wardens get many nuisance calls each year.
Our solution is to create a free phone app. The app has a bright flashing strobe light, a loud whistle, and predator noises. But if you're walking your dog, you might not want to use the strobe light or the whistle because it might scare your dog. But you might want to use the predator noises because it might get the dog barking, and that might help scare the coyote away.
So, some sources that we had on the project were, first off, we had Scott Lindsay, who gave us his book. He is a wildlife biologist for the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife. We had an interview with him for 2 hours. We also spoke to coyote expert and advocate Jerry Vestine over the phone, and this is our book. We visited numerous different websites, like local newspapers, and we visited. We also relied on a local Facebook group called Kennebunk Moms that helped us formulate this idea. So as of creating the phone app, we would use a program that some of us have experimented with called Xcode, which is made by Apple. And we would create the app on that, which may be a pretty big challenge. And to publish it on the App Store, we'd need to raise $100. And we did research, and there's no other app like this. We also used YouTube videos by a YouTuber called Code with Chris to help us learn more. For sharing our idea, we shared it with both of our experts, several robotics teams at our school, and the parents. We estimate that we shared our project about 6 times.